Alright, so here's number 8 and 9. So this finishes the lesson, and then I'll do a different video for the homework. So we're learning how to analyze and graph reciprocal functions where we use the parent and transform it. So the parent for the reciprocal is 1, 1, -1, -1, x equals 0, and y equals 0. Those are the asymptotes. And I look, in the denominator tells me how x changes. So where do I look in the denominator? The inverse is subtract 4. So I'm going to subtract 4 to each x. And then for the y, I look at the numerator and if there's something adding or subtracting. So I'm going to multiply by what's in the numerator and add or subtract what's at the end. So 1 times 2 and then subtract 7. -1 times 2 is -2, subtract 7. And then 0 times 2 take away 7 is -7. So I'm going to start with the points. So -3 and -5 and -5 and -9. The asymptotes are at -4 and at -7. Notice that, again, one point's above, one's below, one's to the right, one's to the left. The end behavior is the horizontal asymptote. So the right end behavior and the left end behavior is the horizontal asymptote. -7 is the end behavior. And then the one that's above goes to infinity, and the one that's below goes to -infinity. So here, the domain, x cannot equal -4, and y cannot equal -7. And we already put down, oh, for the range, oops, I put it in the wrong spot. There's the range. The vertical asymptote is x equals -4, and the horizontal is y equals -7. Let's try one more time. So number 9, start with the parent points. So look in the denominator. So I'm going to add 5 to each x. That's a 4. And then to the y, I'm going to go times -1 and then add 3. So that negative reflects it, so it'll now be in quadrants 2 and 4. So 1 times -1 plus 3. Negative times a negative is 1 plus 3, which is 4. And then 0 times -1, 0 plus 3 is 3. So plot the points. So 6 and 2, 4 and 4. We have a vertical asymptote at 5 and a horizontal one at 3. So again, I look, one point's above, one's below, one's to the right, one's to the left. Recognize the end behavior is the horizontal asymptote, and then the above one goes to infinity and the one below goes to -infinity. That's it. The domain, x cannot equal 5, and the range, y cannot equal 3. And that's also the asymptotes. All right, there's the end of the lesson on knowing how to analyze and graph reciprocal functions. Now the homework. So I'm going to do a different video for the homework. Mr. GMath, over now.